Welcome back to Living Local. Fall and winter months can be filled with special moments and lots of fun seasonal activities, but they can also be a time of severe sadness and depression for those suffering from seasonal affective disorder, also known as SAD. And here to talk about some of those symptoms that typically start this time of the year are Dr. Rich Whitaker, CEO of Vera French Community Mental Health Center, and Travis Fisher-King, a therapist at Vera French, which is also this segment's sponsor. Thank you guys for being here. Welcome.
You're welcome.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
us, Brady.
So Travis, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit more about seasonal affective disorder and exactly what causes this illness.
Well, seasonal affective disorder, obviously, generally we see it in the winter months.
Yeah.
When our circadian rhythms start to slow down, which affects our serotonin levels, which affects melatonin in our bodies. And so then we kind of feel this slump. And it's said that 4 to 6% of us deal with seasonal affective disorder, and about 20% get, kind of a little bit of that feeling during these winter months when our bodies tend to kind of slow down for us, and we start to feel kind of lethargic and other signs and symptoms.
Is this genetic? Can it be genetic?
It can be genetic. I mean, depression is linked to genetics, but with seasonal affective disorder, it's also nature, right? Because of the time of year and what's going on in our lives.
Exactly, exactly. So how does a person know when they have seasonal affective disorder, versus just the winter blues?
Well, I would say that it becomes a disorder when it's disrupting your daily life.
Okay.
And so if you find it difficult to do the things that you normally do, like get up and go to work or do things around the house, or just interacting with other people, if you find that you're off, when that normal happenings aren't happening the way that you normally would, then it's time to seek some help.
Definitely. So Dr. Rich, talk to us about how Vera French can help those who are suffering from SAD.
Well, Vera French has same-day access, so you can come right in and get a mental health evaluation the very day you decide something's going on. I've got more than normal depression, and it feels like things are just not going well. And we've got therapists just like Travis Fisher-King here, who specialize in helping people with seasonal affective disorder or depression, the anxiety that might be associated with it. And they're probably going to help them with not just talk therapy, but also give them the idea of light therapy, where you have a light panel that every day is giving you additional daylight time, so that your body kind of starts to get back into a different circadian rhythm, and it lifts your mood.
I have one of those little lights on my desk, and a lot of people don't realize we don't have any windows here in the building. So that's hard when you're sitting at a desk all day and you don't know what it's like outside, even if it's sunny on a cold winter's day. So I could see how some of that light therapy would definitely help a lot of folks.
It makes a big difference, and in fact, we give a light therapy machine. We give that to anybody in our staff who says that they're suffering with seasonal affective disorder.
And can a therapist help patients with seasonal affective disorder, via telehealth?
Absolutely. That is something that's pretty common, actually, that we're doing a lot of therapy via telehealth. And it's very effective. I mean, we don't recommend that people come all the time via telehealth, but especially if the snows or whatever make it so they can't get out.
This weather, I'm sure that's been
it's really easy for us to flip to that.
I'm sure that this has been really difficult so far this year because of the weather, getting people to come in. So that's such a great option for a lot of folks. What can someone expect when they start therapy at Vera French?
When you start therapy at Vera French, I mean, you sit down with the therapist first and foremost with the same day access. And so really it becomes a conversation with the client and the therapist to get to know where the client is, kind of what symptoms the client may be having, and then to work through some of that to see what has changed, if anything has changed, or what may help based on what the symptoms are that the client may be experiencing.
Yeah. And Dr. Rich, a lot of people don't seek help because, you know, they don't have insurance. Now, can Vera French help those people who are not covered?
Absolutely. You know, Vera French is the community mental health center, and so we serve people regardless of their ability to pay. We'll ask questions and we'll help people get insurance if they don't have it in terms of Medicaid. But we're gonna work with you anyway, and we will begin services right away.
Okay.
We're not waiting for your funding to come in. That's not the way we do it.
Yeah. So the process, just give you guys a call, really. That's where it all starts, right?
Or just walk in during one of our same-day access walk-in times where you can just come right in and get in with a therapist that very day.
Okay, so if someone does want to talk to someone in person, talk to us about where you're located and you know, where folks can, you know, find a therapist.
So we've got two main clinic locations. One's on Central Park in Davenport, and Central Park Avenue, 1441. And the other one is at our Duck Creek location, right there next to Home Depot, at our Duck Creek Clinic, just on the edge of, right on East Kimberly and just barely in Bettendorf. But we also have an outreach clinic down on Harrison, 808 North Harrison at the Carroll Center.
Lots of options.
We really do.
Lots of options. Well, I want to thank you both for coming in. It's been a pleasure, and thanks for those tips as well as we are in this, you know, the cold, dark, you know, months of winter. You know, it's a hard time for a lot of folks. So thank you for coming in.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And again, this segment was sponsored by Vera French Community Mental Health Center. And for more information, go to verafrenchmhc.org. We'll also have all those details posted on ourquadcities.com. More Living Local continues after the break. Stay with us.